What's good, y'all? It's currently Tuesday. The Nashville half marathon is on Saturday. I fly out Thursday. Lifted this morning, played basketball this morning. Now we're about to get our run in, first run for the week. Last week we ran 40 miles. It's a personal PR for a week. And we also ran 14 miles last week on Saturday. That's the longest I've ever ran, and it felt amazing. It was only 2 minutes slower than what I ran at the Bluebell half marathon a couple months ago. I ran 1:34. But yeah, the running is getting a lot easier. The body's transforming. The hybrid athlete diet, being locked in, not eating out, working out every day, burning a lot of calories, but still eating what I need to eat to grow and look good and perform. It's working. We're about to do a little loop. Moved to a new neighborhood, so I have like the perfect loop to run all around downtown. It's a little over 3 miles, I believe. Here we go. This is before the first lap. Okay, guys, just got back from the first lap. It's basically 3.47, 3.5 miles. There's a loop right here that I may do a couple extra times, but I just did that first lap to see how far it was exactly. And kind of get them warmed up. A 45-pound weight fell on my shin yesterday at the gym. So my shin's all swollen. Of course, it's race week and that happens. So there's some pain in that leg, but it's going away. I think I just needed to move it. I didn't run yesterday besides play basketball. And I played basketball today too, before this. But yeah, legs feel a little heavy because we ate a lot yesterday. Yesterday was a high calorie day. We got over all of our goals. Had a lot of fat yesterday though, a lot of fat percentage, because it was just our one day to build a bunch of extra calories to burn this week during race week, and then we are doing carbs heavy this week. Starting tomorrow is the official heavy carb first day, but we had heavy carbs yesterday and we're doing heavy carbs today. We do a lot of heavy carbs every day technically, being endurance and burning so many calories, and we need so much fuel. But yeah, it felt a little heavy. It was probably just the rest day after the long run. And then, of course, the weight falling on my leg. But yeah, it's raining out there too, so it looks like I'm drenched in sweat. But it is raining. I'm running in the mist. Do hard things, you know. It's never going to be a perfect day, and you still got to get the work in. In Nashville, I think it's supposed to rain anyways, and it's going to be a little colder than it is here. So I'm just adapting and playing to the weather conditions that could be in Nashville. But yeah, I don't think I'm gonna wear these on the next lap because of the rain. But yeah, I'm gonna change shoes. I'm gonna go over to my Vaporflies now. Try and start molding my shoes for the Alpha Flies. But I'm gonna wear the 4s right now for this next run. But we got back in 29 minutes. So we have 30 minutes really, if we were treating this like a real last man standing situation, we would have 30 minutes still to rest, fuel up, whatever. But I don't think I'm gonna take that long because see, what time is it? It's 5:30. I'm gonna go play basketball again later tonight somewhere. So I may just get one more of these in and then call that for my run for the day. Just first run of the week. For race week, but yeah, getting it in, baby. Trying to learn to run slower so I can run faster in the end. But yeah, run slow to be fast. I'm gonna have some of these electrolytes, put them into my shaker in between the runs. Had some before as well. I've noticed on weeks where I'm dehydrated that my legs get a little heavier. So you have to stay hydrated to stay away from those heavy legs. I mean, all I drink is water. I just started buying like Coca-Cola Zero Sugar, the little bitty cans, because I've been watching a bunch of ultra endurance athletes, YouTube, like Will Max, like that dude. And I just see them all drink the little Coke like in the middle of a 100-mile run, and I'm like, well, I need to see what that does. And the other day I was in the middle of my run and I stopped at the gas station and I had a little bitty one, and then I busted a PR 15 miles. So bought a case of those. But BPN has a lot of great products I'm not a BPN athlete or nowhere close to a BPN athlete, I don't think, but maybe one day. But they have a bunch of great supplements for the hybrid athlete, specifics, stuff for your health and longevity, and stuff to help your performance as well. Shout out Nick Bear on Ranger School. But kind of share something in common, not really. But that was a long time ago for me, and everything didn't work out. But hey, here we are, still pushing, still thriving, still trying to be the best version of ourselves. So about to get this second lap in, and then go hoop again. But yeah, race week, Tuesday, Nashville. I'll see you soon. Lap 2. Here we go. Oh, 2 laps complete. Total of 7 miles. 3.5 is each mile. Total was 56 minutes, 15 seconds, 8-minute pace. I don't know why. I said my heart rate was average 150. It looked red a lot of times when I looked down at it. I think this thing's a little off because it was easy. It wasn't, I guess my heart rate was high because I ate too close to running. I was having pain in my chest and my stomach and my side because I ate on the first lap. But I think that's why my heart rate was probably high. But just an easy run, 2 loops. Gonna go play basketball now. Gonna take a quick shower and change and go over there. Get a quick 1,000 calories in real quick and a protein shake, peanut butter jelly, and a protein shake. And then yeah, go hoop. But yeah, 2 loops. Got it 3.5 miles. Now we know for the next time we do this. Thinking about maybe doing a challenge. See how many I can do in a whole day I have off maybe or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, running workout complete. It's starting to come down a little more out there. I'm stoked, but the running, the last loop I did without headphones. Just straight out there, no phone. It was nice. It was nice. It was just me, my watch, and breathing and running. And we got it done. But yeah, conditions like this, and we still got it done every day, striving to be 1%, 24/7, 365 days of the year, and watch your life change. Let's go, baby. Strongest version of yourself. It's loaded. It's out there. You just got to put the work in. Let's go.
Every second you wait is a second you'll never get back. Every opportunity you pass up today might never come again. Right now, as you're reading this, someone else is taking the action you've been delaying. They're doing the work. They're building the life you're only dreaming about. And if you're not careful, they're going to take everything you want simply because they didn't wait. So ask yourself, what are you waiting for? What's stopping you from starting right now? The excuses you've been holding on to, they're not real. The fear you've let control you, it's an illusion. Today is the only day you have. This moment is the only moment you own. And if you waste it, you might never get another chance.
What's good, guys? So we made it out to Nashville. Right now, we are downtown on Music Row, I think, kind of by Broadway. Couldn't really tell you, to be honest. We're over here by Broadway, I believe, but we're about to go to the convention center, the music hall, about to go pick up our packet for tomorrow. The flight was a little over 2.5 hours yesterday. I left Austin around 9 p.m. and I got here around 11:20. My boy picked me up. I'm staying with one of my friends from college out here, from when I went to Georgia Southern. You know, it's good to build connections everywhere you go. And now I always have a place to stay in Nashville, and I'm always welcome here. But I appreciate him so much for allowing me to come and stay at his apartment rent-free. And he's also showing me around, and we're going to go out on Broadway after the marathon tomorrow. I'm here for 2 full days and 2 half days, so we're going to experience a little more. I am going to go out after the marathon, but like y'all know, I don't really drink. I was sober for over a year, and since that, I've only drank, I guess, once this year, just on St. Patrick's Day, I guess. But before that, I only drank on Christmas, and then I drank at Oktoberfest. That was about it. But we may go out, have a couple drinks, treat ourselves after setting a PR and breaking 130 tomorrow. I'm going to show you guys around, take you guys around down Broadway, show you the scenes, It looks fabulous on Broadway. It looks like it's from another planet. Imagine like Jabba the Hutt Center in the middle of space where all the rebels and bounty hunters go, and it's just a bunch of fun and neon signs and a good time and live music everywhere. That's what it's like. Let's go to the Civic Center, go pick up my packet, get some food, and then I'm gonna try and find like a little grocery store or bodega or something so I can grab a couple carbs and stuff that I can have before the race tomorrow, so I can fuel properly. 600 plus grams of carbs are needed today because it is race day tomorrow. So we're still gonna figure out how to get that in. It's not gonna be a bunch of home cooked meals like we're used to, a bunch of meal preps like we're used to because we are on the road. But we're gonna make it work, and we're gonna break PRs, and we're gonna be the strongest version of ourselves in the best way we can. Yeah, let's go. Just checking in from Nashville, baby. 1 day out.
It's time to stop dreaming about what could be and start creating what will be. The future doesn't belong to the idle. It belongs to the bold. It belongs to those who understand that there is no tomorrow. There is only today, only now, and only the choice to act. Think about how many times you've said, "I'll start tomorrow." Maybe it was about getting in shape, starting a business, writing that book, or making amends with someone you care about. You convinced yourself that tomorrow would be different. You told yourself you'd wake up feeling motivated, ready to tackle everything you've been putting off. But what happened when tomorrow came? Did you start? Or did you find another excuse to delay? The truth is, tomorrow is a mirage. It's a comforting illusion that lets you avoid responsibility for today. And the more you buy into it, the further you drift from the life you want. Every day you wait, you're training yourself to accept mediocrity. You're teaching your mind that it's okay to settle, to push things off, to live in a perpetual state of hesitation. And the more you do this, the harder it becomes to break free. Procrastination is not a harmless habit, it's a disease. It eats away at your potential, one moment at a time, until there's nothing left. The most dangerous word in the world isn't failure, it's tomorrow. Because tomorrow is where dreams go to die. Tomorrow is the graveyard of opportunities you were too scared to take. Don't let your dreams become casualties of your inaction. Don't let the lie of tomorrow steal your future.
What's good, guys? So we just went to the grocery store. We got a couple things, a couple carbs, a couple electrolytes, a couple fruits, some stuff to get us ready for the morning before we run, and then some stuff to fuel today for our body to be ready for tomorrow. So I'm gonna show you guys just a little haul that I did. First and foremost, I had to get a loaf of sourdough bread. Sourdough bread is the best bread for you, I believe, out there if you're trying to be a performance athlete, endurance athlete, and just be healthy and live the active lifestyle. So we got the bread for the carbs. I'm gonna eat this whole loaf today, and so tomorrow I won't crash during the run. We got some watermelon and some pineapple to snack on in the morning with some salt before we run. We got some granola bars. I went with the Kind brand. It's a good macro-friendly brand. Each bar is 29 grams of carbs. So, we are carb loading for this race. So gonna snack on some of these in the morning and today. And then most importantly, just like last time before our race, I'm gonna drink a whole electrolyte today so that I am hydrated tomorrow for the 24-hour window. And then I got the Red Bull Zero for the morning. I got 2 of them because one of them is for tonight as well because I'm addicted to caffeine. But the Red Bull Zero, hopefully this doesn't make me gassy and make me shit my pants. But got the fuel. That's all I need today. That's all I need for pre-race. Budget friendly. And this was all about less than $20. So it's all you need if you're trying to prepare for a marathon on the road. But as always, we're chasing the strongest version of yourself. Let's get it, baby. We're less than 24 hours out. 133.33. I got 140th overall, 121st out of men, and 28th overall for men aged 25 through 29. So 140th overall may sound like I suck,
But 140th out of 12,000 people. Guys, we have to be proud of ourselves. This is only our second half marathon. We've been training since December, I guess, but January, full head of steam, super locked in. I haven't ate a meal that I haven't meal prepped besides like food at work since December. We're super dialed and we're building, we're taking notes. We've been writing everything down. We log everything and we're about to transform the fitness industry. What's good, guys? Nashville Half Marathon is complete. You can put a check mark by that, baby. Second 13.1 of the year, second 13.1 ever. Before we know it, I'm gonna be coming on the camera and telling you guys that a 26.2 is done, but we're not there yet. Going in today's race, I thought I would have been very prepared for a full marathon. Because they did run a full marathon today as well. And in the back of my head, I was like, dang, I should have just signed up for the full marathon and just got it out of the way already in April. But this course today was challenging as crap. That shit was so hard. The course today was so humbling. I feel like 80% of the course here in Nashville was straight uphill incline. I train a lot of hills back where I live. It's different out here in Nashville, and that course today was 85 to 90% straight uphill incline. I was dying out there. It was a rough course, but we still pushed through. Our final time for today was 1 hour and 33 minutes and 33 seconds. We did not get the sub 130 goal like we wanted. In Brenham, for our first half marathon, we ran a 132.18. So we ran a little bit slower, but this was not a PR course. This was a very challenging course, a very difficult course. As I was saying earlier, the rolling hills and the elevation, this is a very difficult course, very challenging course. So to run a 133.33 is actually an accomplishment because it was a lot more challenging than Brenham. And we were only 1 minute behind what we ran there. And if this was any other course that wasn't Nashville, I probably would have ran a sub 130, probably in the 125 range. I felt like I was moving, I was cooking. I sprinted a lot. I started back in corral, like I was the 7th group of people that got let go. And there was 12,000 people. So this was my first marathon with a lot of people like that as well. So that was something I had to get used to. We went through a bunch of bumps and a bunch of things went wrong at the beginning of the race. At mile 3, I started getting cramps in my side and I had to stop and like put my hands on my head and try to learn how to breathe. And I just had to slow down. I had to stand there for a second. I don't know why I was getting those cramps. But yeah, I was only 3 miles in and that happened. And then at the halfway mark, it was like 6.5, 6.5, 6.4, something like that. We were just going straight up this hill and I was dying. I was in the pain cave and I looked down at my watch and we're only halfway done. And I wanted to quit. I wanted to stop. I did not think my legs were gonna make it. But we ignored that fact that I was in pain and everything sucked and we kept pushing through. And then around mile 8.9, right before 9 miles, I look down at my watch and my watch says run complete. And I'm like, what the heck, what's going on? So I don't know how long I was running. I think I was running for like a mile, almost 2 miles without even tracking it. So I had to reset and redo a new run on my watch. So I had two runs that were recorded on my end. One was like an 8.9 mile run and the other one was like a 2.12 or something. So I didn't even get the whole 13 miles logged on Zep and on Strava. But yeah, that kind of sucked. And then I took 4 gels with me. I had one pre-race right before I started when I was waiting to get out of the starting point. And then I took a second one around like 22 minutes. I brought 4 because I was planning on doing 20 minutes, 20 minutes, 20 minutes. But I took that one around 22, 24, I believe. And it was disgusting. I almost threw up. It was right at a water station and I literally gagged right in front of the person giving me water's face. I'm glad I did not throw up on them because that would have been bad. But that gel that I had, I'm not going to name any brand names or anything because it's still a good brand, but that gel I had was terrible. It tasted like I took a tequila shot. I don't know why it tasted like that, but it literally tasted like alcohol and I almost threw it up everywhere. But other than my watch messing up, the cramps, the bad gel experience and the terrible hills that were killing me and put me in the pain cave early, I felt pretty good. Coming in, I had high goals and I've done a lot of training. And anytime I wanted to quit, I just kept telling myself, we trained for this. Why quit now? Keep going. We've been training for this days. We've stacked days and days and days and hours and miles. Like, why would I quit? And why would I not chase after what I'm trying to achieve? So that kept me going. That kept me motivated. And since I started so far back and there were so many people, I just kept taking people out. I kept catching people. I kept running past people, trying to work my way to as fast as I could to the finish line, passing as many people as I could, just trying to find my groove. And I felt like I was moving, but what I don't realize is half of it was uphill. So I was cooking, but I was going slower than I felt I was going because of the elevation and the slope and everything. But that just means the next marathon we run, or the next half marathon we run, it's going to be a different course. It's not going to be as hilly. I don't think I'll run another half marathon that's as difficult as this one. Like willingly knowing. People have told me that Nashville had a bunch of hills and be ready for the hills, but Brenham had hills too. They told me the same thing, but it wasn't that bad. And then I trained with hills. So I thought I would have been a little more prepared. I mean, I was prepared, but it almost slayed me. But that just gives me hope and lets me know that the next half marathon we run, we're gonna cook, we're gonna kill. An hour and 30 is gonna be slain by minutes, I believe, maybe 10. That'd be amazing. If I ran a 120, that would be, wow. In 12 months, I went from a 132 to a 133 to a 120. That would be amazing. But who knows? We never know what the future holds. We just got to keep putting in the hours, putting in the work, treating our body like a temple, and just waking up every day like we're going to accomplish the things we're going to. Speak it into existence, work it into existence. You can't just say it and do nothing about it and just sit there every day. You have to stack good days, stack good results, and then see what happens. But like I said, I ran a 133.33. I got 140th overall out of 12,000 runners. It's like 12,400 something, but I'm just gonna round down to 1,200. So I did place well. I know I'm like mad at myself for not getting a 130, but with the conditions of the course and in reality, I killed it. I finished faster than most of the people that were there today. 12,000 people is a lot of people, and to finish 140, and this is just my second half marathon ever and my first year in the endurance space. I'm super proud of myself. For my age group, men 25 through 29, I finished 28th. So right there as well, I finished in the top 50. So super proud of myself, but I know that there's more improvements to be made and tweaks to be made, and it's never failing, it's always learning. So I'm just gonna take away the negatives from this race and bring them into my training, and then bring them into the next race and see how far this thing can take us. But marathon number 2 is complete. Now we shift our focus to June for our High Rocks Pro debut in New York City. I'll be out there June 3rd through 9th. I'm solo traveling. I know a couple people out there, but not very well. So I'm gonna be fully solo traveling, trying to meet as many people as I can, connect with as many people as I can, hear people's stories and journeys and their dreams, and just meet some dope ass people, man. And try some really good food and make some really dope videos and content. And hopefully I walk into High Rocks, New York unknown and leave known. That's the goal. Because we're running pro, so there's a lot of ways that we can make a name for ourselves if the results are in our favor. But you can never tell the future. You can only work towards it. But yeah, Nashville, it's been Gucci. Shout out to my boys out here looking out for me, my boys JT and Sebastian. Sebastian, I just met him yesterday, super dope guy. JT, that's my guy. He lets me stay here rent-free anytime I want. He's a great dude. He always looks out for me. He's always checking on me and making sure that everything is good mentally and like in my life and my journey. And he believes in me. Sebastian, great guy. Same category as JT. and we got some cool things that we're gonna try and cook up together in the future. But tonight we're gonna go out, explore a little bit of East Nashville, maybe Broadway. I thought Broadway was gonna be a lot cooler, but it is mainly just touristy and overpriced. So having my boys that live here, they took me to East Nashville, showed me the real dive bars, the real areas that the locals all hang out. So that's cool. It's a cool little area. We went out a little bit last night, but as I did have a marathon this morning, came home early, had to get some sleep and prepare my body for today. But we fly out at 5 in the morning, so that means we are not sleeping tonight. We are staying up all night, and we'll see what happens. But here we are. Nashville vlog, baby. Half marathon complete. Number 2, what's next? High Rocks, New York. Don't mind me, I'm just talking Tennessee. Oh, hey guys, what's up? Sorry, I was just singing Talking Tennessee because I'm in Tennessee, you know? Like, comment, and subscribe, and thanks for tuning in. And I love you. I love you, and you matter. So don't let anyone tell you don't. Just wake up every day and know who you are. You're the only you. No one else put your shoes on. So love yourself, because I love you.